This episode of What If is made sponsored by Audible. Alice Month with Ian Lamont S. Hey guys, welcome back to Alice Month. Before I continue this video, I want to let you know that this What If is highly my idea. After giving the Tim Burton film its second dues, I decided that a potential sequel series could happen. A sequel series that I'm going to compile into a 6-part mini-saga here on Ian Lamont S. On my Ian Lamont S YouTube channel, this is going to be a challenge, as this is a complete sequel series to the 1951 classic. Now, if you guys are gonna ask me the question, how far of a time jump are we gonna do? Well, I don't know how to answer that question properly, as this is going to be a massive idea. Stretching both ideas from the Tim Burton sequel, as well as the 1951 classic. To celebrate the 1951 classic, I will be doing this sequel saga in one go. Which means I will be attempting to do this saga in one go. That means no takebacks on this saga. Now, if you guys want to see more of this saga, please let me know in the comments. I would love to continue this saga, because I have a lot of plans for this sequel series. Now, with all that being said, let's get started. Okay, so where would we leave off? Well, the sequel series is a problem, because we are actually 15 years into Alice's future. Alice is still mentally broken from her travels in Wonderland, as some of her mind is still fractured. Now, I know what you're thinking. Some of this sounds like the Alice Madness Returns video game. Which is true. I'm not borrowing ideas from the Alice Madness Returns game. Instead, I am going to be adding my own sort of thing. Sorry about that. Now back to the show. After Alice would try to cure her mind's unstable condition, so to speak, Alice is still 12 years old, as her 13th birthday hasn't came yet. Alice would walk through the city. Alice would walk through London as rain pattered down on her head. Alice uses an umbrella to patter off rain. As she learned from her pool of tears in Wonderland, her clothes could get soaked. Today's a school day and Alice is wearing a pink dress because it's picture day. It's her favorite day of the year, and her favorite day of the year where she can actually wear pink without being mocked. Now, Alice is wearing multiple ribbons on her. They're not just in her hair. There's a few ribbons on the dress, and her sister helped her make a dress that would fit The dress is still her usual short sleeve style with a pinafore apron, but the stockings have laces around them as well as her shoes. None of her hair remains the same, luckily, as Alice walks into the school complex. After picture day, Alice is on the playground with some friends as 3 bullies come up to her and say, "You know, we always needed a new punching bag for lunch money." These two are Alex and Alexander Rich, 2 brothers who have been causing trouble in the school ever since Alice sent them to juvenile detention last school year. Now for this, I have to make Alice, I think, according to Alice's age, she's near the 5th grade. Alice and her sister had to move constantly because of their mother dying. Half of her will went to Half of her will went to her parents, and half of her will went to Alice and her sister. The bullies look at Alice and decide to get back at her for humiliating them all those years ago. So they decide to humiliate Alice the only way bullies know how, by stringing her up on a pole. They string her up by her stockings and start laughing. The principal walks out to see what's happening and calls Alex and Alexander Rich into her office. Meanwhile, Alice is in literal tears as the principal starts off by calling her sister, telling her that Alice is on a... As Alice's teacher climbs a ladder to cut her down, Alice falls in the mud. Her dress is ruined and she goes home to change. Alice returns to school, same school day as always. When Alice gets home at 3 o'clock, she rushes upstairs literally in tears as she slams the door behind her. But her sister notices that Alice walked in without even saying hello. But her sister knows why her sister's so mad, as she knows that she was humiliated at school today because of a call she got from her teacher, from the principal. Her sister unlocks the door, telling her that her sister just knocks on the door and doesn't open it. Alice tells her to come in. Her sister came in, but she said she's not here to lecture her with history. She's here just to have a sister-to-sister talk. But I need to grow up. We've already had that talk. Her sister says that talk was my mistake. Alice and her sister begin to talk about the bullies, saying that they've been called into a meeting